Welcome to Joe Stunner Boxing. Khalil Coe comprehensively gets his revenge over Manuel Gallegos. He stops Gallegos. It's in the sixth round, like 1 second into the sixth round, but essentially Gallegos' corner pulled him out after 5. This was, like I said, it's a revenge win for Coe. Coe now moves to 10 wins with the 1 defeat to Gallegos in his previous fight where he was stopped in 9 rounds. He's got a draw on his record. I think that was his second fight. It was a 4-rounder. And he did everything right. I mean, Khalil Coe did absolutely everything right. He's 28 years old now. Big stepper, he calls himself. 5'10", light heavy. So he's got, he's not too tall, but he's tall enough for the weight, but, quite squat and powerful, very thick neck. Gallegos, 27 years of age, 21 wins, 18 KOs, so he does hit hard. And this is his 3rd defeat. He's been stopped twice because a couple of fights ago, Diego Pacheco stopped him in 4 rounds, and he's got an 8-rounder back 5 years ago or so, 4 or 5 years ago, that he lost a unanimous decision on an 8-rounder. He got some ability. He's 6'3" tall, so 5 inches taller than Coe, but it sounds like an advantage, doesn't it? Longer, bigger height, or taller height, longer dimensions. But the thing that won Coe this fight was his jab, which was absolutely fantastic. It was a Sonny Liston, Larry Holmes type of piston. Gabe Rosado, who was doing the commentary, compared it to Golovkin, and Gabe would know because he fought Golovkin, fought everyone, didn't he? Gabe, terrific gatekeeper fighter, Gabe Rosado. Shame he didn't pick up a world title. I like Gabe Rosado a lot. But, Coe's jab was immense. I mean, in the first round, he landed a couple of those pistons right on, slap bang on Gallegos' nose, which was immediately dripping blood, and there were abrasions under the eyes. Coe also landed a terrific overhand right that snapped Gallegos' jaw back, his head back. He hasn't got a bad chin, Gallegos. He's taken some good wallops. This was definitely an attritional grinding down of an opponent. But Gallegos, in the opening minute or so, he came out looking to, put pressure on Coe, but he got completely put back in his box by that jab and by the right hand. Now, Coe didn't go crazy. In the second round, the jab was busting up Gallegos even more. After 2 rounds, Gallegos looked smashed up, and it was only 2 rounds. In fact, Gabe Rosado said, "I've never seen someone beaten up so quickly by a jab," and it's absolutely perfect way of putting it. But Gallegos, there ain't a lot of quitting him. I know they pulled the plug on this one, but he was trying to do something, but Coe was winning the battle of the jabs, not just in terms of sheer power. And make no mistake about it, Coe's jab was like a power punch. But timing-wise, I mean, Gallegos was being pushed back, and that is not the way he likes to fight. And then in the 4th round, certainly in the 5th round, Coe began to bring the right hand over more. He was going through the gears more. And he was winning every 5-second period of this fight, he won. It was just an exemplary revenge win for Khalil Coe, who is back on track. Now, the defeat that he suffered to Gallegos in his previous fight, which was December last year, he blamed that on overtraining, on becoming ill, because he simply overtrained and he exhausted himself and his body was sort of shutting down. Normally you think, that sounds like a bit of an excuse. But on this performance, I mean, regardless of what the reason was, Khalil Coe was a different fighter in this fight. Maybe, I mean, you could say maybe he took Gallegos a little lightly previously. Maybe he was genuinely ill. I honestly don't know. But it was very, very impressive from Khalil Coe. And before he lost to Gallegos the first time, there was talk of him facing, some of the top tenors in the light heavyweight division. On the evidence of this, he wouldn't be out of his depth. I think the commentators said that Joshua Buatsi had been mentioned. Well, Buatsi's coming off his first defeat of his career. He lost to Callum Smith. Yeah, I'd watch that. I'd watch Coe versus Buatsi. Bit of a crossroads fight, I suppose, even though Coe has only had 12 fights so far. He is 28 years of age, so it's not like he's in his early 20s. He's a young man. He is the type of talent they were looking to fast track. For Manuel Gallegos, it's back to gatekeeper status. He does have ability, but at the highest level, probably not. He'll give you rounds, but very, very impressive from Coe, and I think he can go further if he stays dedicated. Of course, there's always that big asterisk by any prognosis. You always say, well, you got to live the life. You mustn't get sloppy. You must eat right, train right. Don't get distracted outside the ring, and so on and so forth. But yeah, good stuff from Khalil Coe. So what did you think of this? Were you as impressed as I was? Maybe you think Coe should have done this to Gallegos in the first fight. Maybe you think that the first result flattered Gallegos. It was more a case of Coe losing it than Gallegos winning it. That's maybe a little unkind, but let me know what you think. Comments below. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And it's not been a bad weekend's boxing, I don't think. But comments below and I'll give them a read. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks very much. Bye for now.